I mean, listen, I think Drake can rap. You know what I'm saying? I think he can rap. He's a dope rapper. And I just think personally, he's a corny guy. Like, he's just a corny dude. In that new Headlines video, he looks extra corny. It's like, Drake, why are you thugging now?
For those kids to have that moment, walk away from school that day feeling on a high, and then get in the car the next morning, turn on like Power 105, and hear some nerd telling them that I'm gay, or they have pictures of me, or that to me is like, why, man? Like, for what? You know, why are you using your job to tear me down? Like, you're a real fucking loser, you know? Sorry.
He's just a corny dude.
Wayne is my favorite person though, because it's just, ooh, Little Wayne, he's just too good.
You gotta give Wayne
he's just too good. The person I laugh the most that anybody could say around me, like whenever I'm laughing out loud, is chances are I'm probably talking to Trey Songz. That's probably my phone moments.
And I just think, personally, he's a corny guy.
Calm down before you stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no
My production staff, Steve, Louis, keep moving, little girl.
Because I stand tall like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Hey, where the money at? Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily. And I'm the type of that might change my number on you. Yeah, that's how you react when people took a slumber on you. Pretty brown skin, baby, I can see the summer on you. You see all the blood, and I know it make you wonder, don't you? Ooh, I ain't surprised at all. Seen them rise and fall. Went up the mountain, it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top, I found some relief. I finally got some peace. Carry on, but please don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it. No, I need to beat it before you mess up the mood.
It's only the beginning, y'all. Look out for Outkast, please.
The Grammy goes to Alicia Keys for Falling. Sticking to your dreams no matter what. Man, this makes me believe that. I believe that anyway.
The Oscar goes to Halle Berry and Monster Square.
This moment, so much bigger than me.
Coming in, how you better get out the kitchen. Yeah, I could make a hit on whatever you pitching. Baby, let me fill up whatever you missing. Or you like it up at the top, it's a better view, isn't it? I'm not surprised at all, no way. Hey, what you need? Come on, just pay the fee. I supply it all. Went up the mountain and it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top, I found some relief.
Let me ask you, man. I know you're nominated for 3 Grammys this year. Big question is, are you going to be able to make it to the Grammys this year? Are you going to go? If they're going to, I won a Grammy in '98. I didn't go pick it up. I didn't think they gave it rightful respect to hip hop. Yeah. Do you think your protest helped make them be conscious of, you know, how they treated rap? I would love to think that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I did it. I didn't do it, you know, to be hot. I did it for hip hop.
It's 2002, and Pharrell, Clips, and the Neptunes were red hot at this time, and Birdman was finally hitting the scene with his debut album and putting the South on the map. It didn't take long until Birdman took the whole country by storm for his southern cadence and unique flows. The song went on to have great success, but it was rumored throughout the hip-hop community to have sparked a long-running feud between Clips and Cash Money Records, although the artists involved have not confirmed this publicly. According to Hot 97 DJ Ebro, the Neptunes never received the payment they were promised from Cash Money for producing the record, and as a result, Pharrell Williams is alleged to have refused to work with the label in the future, leading Clips member Pusha T to repeatedly attack Cash Money artists, mainly Lil Wayne at first, then Drake throughout the 2010s, all because of his loyalty to Pharrell. To this day, Pharrell still has not been compensated for his role on the song, and this feud eventually would completely change the hip-hop industry forever.
What's up? This right here is your man Weezy Baby. Oh yeah, and this the Birdman. Birdman Jr.
Lil Wayne's involvement in the feud adds another layer of complexity to the beef. Initially not part of the Birdman-Pharrell dispute, Lil Wayne's request for Billionaire Boys Club merchandise for a video shoot was turned down by Pharrell due to the outstanding payment issue with Birdman. This rejection led Lil Wayne to wear his own BBC gear in the video, symbolizing a shift in allegiances and fueling the growing tensions. In 2006, Lil Wayne appeared on the cover of Vibe wearing an all-over print Bathing Ape hoodie. Up until then, the Bathing Ape look had been widely associated with the Clips and their mentor Pharrell Williams. But hey, no big deal, right? Later that year, the Clips and Pharrell unveiled their single, Mr. Me Too, which criticized copycats and biters. The video even featured posers wearing Bape, in which No Malice rapped, "Wanna know the time? Better clock us. Niggas bite the style from the shoes to the watches." During that same year, Lil Wayne addressed Clips' implicit criticism in an interview with Complex, affirming his dominance with the words, "Talk to me like you're talking to the best. I don't see no fucking Clips. Wheezy, man. They had to do a song with us to get hot, B. What happened to that boy? Come on, B." Lil Wayne then went further, directly addressing Pharrell with pointed words. "Who the fuck is Pharrell? Do you really respect him? That nigga wore Bapes and y'all thought he was weird. I wore it and y'all thought it was hot." But little did Wayne know that this conflict would affect him and his predecessor for years and years to come. Aubrey Drake Graham was born on October 24th, 1986. He was born to a black dad and a white mom. His dad was a musician and his mom was a teacher.
That's my grandson. This is the living room and it's nice and elegant. This is our dining room and here's my mother making notes as usual. Through here, this is our wonderful fridge with stock because, you know, there were people over today, so we had to get some food. Now we're gonna check out my space. This is my space, this is where I live. And through here, this is my living room. I like a chilling vibe, that's my favorite thing about this basement. I made this table. Got Barry White, Frank Sinatra, Notorious B.I.G. Everybody around this table is basically inspired me to get into music, particularly Pharrell. He's like one of my idols, so.
His dad playing music while he was growing up greatly impacted him on his musical journey to becoming a rapper. Although he makes claims of never seeing him that much and spending most of his time with his mom in Toronto.
This is my dad, and him and my uncle worked with Al Green. That's basically why I do it. I mean, he taught me everything. So, thank you, Dad. I don't get to see you that often, but, you know, my love is always with you. Recently did laundry. This is actually a very nice couch. And in here I have more stuff. Some sweaters and t-shirts, some blazers, jackets, and the shoes are a big thing. I got them from bottom to top. At the end of the day, that's material possessions. That's not what I'm about. This is what I'm about. I'm a music fanatic, so I got some fads from Marvin Gaye, Kanye West, Big L, Jay-Z, all the Jay-Z albums. I don't know, we could go on for days. This is one of the nicest letters I've ever received from anybody. He feels that I could complete the trifecta of the greatest African-American actors of all time, who are Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington. And he says the third edition would be Aubrey Graham. Jason, I thank you, man. On the real, I never got a chance to respond to you. I hope you're watching this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it with all my heart. And just know that I keep it close. And I will keep this with me for the rest of my life. No matter where I go, you're the one that said it. So if it happens, man. Ain't got a new man, but I'm the new version of Fresh Prince. And the band's got bumped for real. I switch wifey every season like Uncle Phil.
In 2001, Drake landed his role on the famous Canadian TV show Degrassi, where he was reportedly making $40,000 a year during his run on the show. He started writing lyrics as a teenager, and by 2008, he was quitting acting to start music full time. In 2006, while still in college, Jazz Prince confided in his father, the infamous J Prince, about his aspirations to break into the music industry. His father told him to go seek out emerging talent with a buzz, so Jazz did just that. And he did that by turning to MySpace's Music Explore page.
So you were helping get features on a bunch of Rap-A-Lot albums. Your dad told you to go out and find artists with a buzz.
Yeah.
Who'd you find?
And among a plethora of artists he found there, including Soulja Boy, there was one name that stood out to him.
Who'd you find?
Drake.
Intrigued, Jazz listened to Drake's tracks, including Replacement Girl featuring Trey Songz. Instantly, he was impressed. Jazz couldn't shake the feeling that Drake had something special.
That was the first artist you found?
That was my first artist that I went out to look for.
You're in Houston, Drake is in Canada.
Yeah.
How did you come across Drake?
MySpace.
So you heard these songs on Drake's MySpace page, you reached out, and then what happened?
Jazz Prince initiated contact with Drake by sliding into his DMs, introducing himself as Jazz Prince and mentioning his father's significance in the industry. Despite Drake's initial skepticism, Jazz persisted, expressing his belief in Drake's potential for stardom.
I reached out to him, I told him, I gave him an introduction to who I was, and of course he heard, Rap-A-Lot and everything, so, that's how our conversation really got past of, talking to somebody you really don't know. So we talked and I told him, I was like, yo, I like your music. And he was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna make you famous. He was like, all right, so we just stayed in contact. I was sending him beats that he wasn't supposed to have, and he was rapping over it, and I would just put it out there, send it to people like Wayne and everything.
Before Lil Wayne, Kanye, or any of those guys even knew about Drake, Drake was getting instrumentals of the likes of Up Millie, Swagger Like Us, Barry Bonds, and other songs featuring Kanye, Drake, Jay-Z, y'all know the deal. He was getting those from Jazz Prince exclusively, but no one knew how he was getting the beats. Everyone just thought, oh shit, somehow he's getting this connection in the industry, we just don't know how. He was getting it from Jazz Prince the whole time. When Jazz Prince introduced Drake's music to his dad, J Prince wasn't really feeling it. J Prince was more accustomed to the gangster hip-hop scene, and he failed to grasp Drake's appeal. Undeterred, Jazz also brought Drake to the attention of his acquaintance, Lil Wayne, emphasizing Drake's talent. However, Lil Wayne's response was dismissive, declaring Drake's music subpar. Despite facing opposition from both his father and Lil Wayne, Jazz remained determined, continuing to advocate for Drake and tirelessly pushing for his recognition in the industry.
And at first, no one accepted it. I told my dad, like, yo, I found somebody that has a buzz, I feel like, and it's hot. I played it for him, he didn't get it. He's like, what's all this singing he doing on this music? I was like, this is gonna be the new thing.
Well, you had said in a previous interview that when you first played Drake for Wayne thought that it sucked.
Yeah, I sent it to him. He finally hit me back, was like, yo, bro, he sucked, don't ever play this shit for me again.
Following a New Year's party hosted for Lil Wayne in Houston, Jazz Prince found himself driving with Lil Wayne to a jewelry store on Westheimer. Seizing the opportunity, Jazz decided to play Drake's music in the car.
So we got in the car. So of course, I'm always thinking of some type of business move or whatever. I'm like, I'm about to play some Drake. So we riding, I'm playing shit, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm looking at him, and I see him over there like, bobbing his head. I'm like, okay. So I played the next song. He was like, who is this? I was like, oh, that's that nigga Drake that you told me you didn't like. He was like, oh, all right. So I started playing stuff. I played the next song, was Brand New, which was a song Drake was singing on. So I played it. He was like, who is this? I was like, that's Drake, he sing too. He's like, he sing? He's like, oh, okay. I played him another rap song. It was to a beat that he wasn't supposed to have, but it was one of Wayne beats. I played it, and he was like, he didn't even ask, like, how you get the beat? But he just listened to what he was saying. He was like, he's good. He's like, where he at? I was like, he's in Toronto. He's like, Toronto? I was like, yeah, Canada. I was like, man, I can get him here ASAP. Like, I need y'all to meet. He's like, I'm about to call him right now. So I called him. At that time, Drake was sitting in a barber chair, getting a haircut. He was like, hey, Jazz, I'm gonna call you right back. I'm getting a haircut. I said, hold up 1 second. I said, somebody wanna holler at you. And Wayne was like, yo. Drake was like, who is this? He was like, it's Weezy. Drake kind of like paused. Like I'm pretty sure he looked at his phone like, is this like for real? And he was like, yo, I'm about to get the phone back to my brother Jazz. He gonna set it up. So I got back on the phone. I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, was that Wayne? I was like, yeah, it was Wayne. He was like, what's up? I was like, send me your information. I'm gonna fly you out here tonight.
And after that phone call, the next morning, Jazz Prince did just that. He bought Drake a round-trip flight to Houston. And upon Drake's arrival, him and Jazz Prince got to meet for the first time. However, when Jazz introduced Drake to Wayne, the atmosphere just seemed a little off. Lil Wayne was acting too nonchalant and acted like he didn't care for Drake. Drake was concerned and went to ask Jazz Prince, does Wayne like me? Eventually, Lil Wayne invited Jazz and Drake to join him on his bus journey to Atlanta, despite the cramped conditions caused by Wayne's large wardrobe. During the journey, Drake recorded the original versions of Forever and Stunt Hard in the studio, which were leaked shortly afterward, marking the beginning of Drake's rise to prominence. And also, Drake's first time meeting Kanye West. It's no secret that Drake's earlier music was inspired by Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, and Kanye's knack for incorporating real emotion into his music. As I mentioned earlier, 2007 through 2009, Drake remixed a bunch of Kanye songs, including Barry Bonds, Saga Like Us, and other instrumentals Jazz Prince helped him get access to. The pair reportedly met for the first time in 2008. Around the same time Kanye was working on 808s and Heartbreak, and around that same time, as Drake told MTV, Kanye West shaped a lot of what I do as far as music goes. Before I met him, I had the utmost respect for Kanye West. I'd even go as far to say he's the most influential person as far as a musician that I'd ever had in my life. Ye returned the favor when crowning Drake with the best line of 2009 on Young Money's Every Girl. West wrote on his Kanye University blog, Drake said, "Do you like girls like I do? Let's be honest. Best line of the year so far."
About that is thing right there. It's pardon this PSA interruption.
Normally I would be mad about someone interrupting my interview, but it's Kanye. Peter Rosenberg, man. How are you? You don't know Kanye? Do you know who I am? By any chance?
Yeah. Y'all have a request for T-Pain flights from Kanye West. We not playing that tonight. I know you are.
Kanye's in the building. Yo, is that weird? Is that weird in general? Just having Kanye just like show up at your shit?
No.
That's normal?
Not normal, but you know, it's an honor. Oh yeah, there's the man too right there. That's the guy.
My lord. It's getting pretty hip hop. What up, man?
That's good.
Peter Rosenberg. Nice to meet you, man.
My pleasure.
Yo, so yeah, it's getting hip hop tonight. So is Ye coming out? Is that you're just hanging out? Yeah, you going out?
Pause the clip. Look at this nigga, bro.
Yeah, you going out? You just hanging out?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hanging in there. Just want to come see it in person.
Yo, Kanye, I have beef with you about something. You called me. I want to get my Kanye revenge moment. I felt out hip hopped. At the moment.
Yeah, but I didn't really come here to.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, no, my bad. Sorry. Yeah. But listen, you have a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out to Mobb Deep because you did Mobb Deep justice tonight by showing up about 60 deep.
Mm-hmm.
That is very Mobb Deep at SOB's like.
Yeah, I tried.
You know, this is the venue where.
I was real proud of you to have.
This is very proud of you to have. Yeah. Well, before I let you go, a couple of your favorite hip hop albums, like all time, like classic shit.
Kanye Graduation.
Is Graduation your favorite, Joe? Is Graduation your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a late registration.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a late registration, then Graduation.
Man.
What else?
Clips Lord Willing. I used to listen. I used to burn that record down.
My God.
I love that record.
First time I heard Cot Damn.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great vibe.
In the summer of 2009, Ye put his creative vision to work when hopping behind the lens to direct the visual for Drake's Best I Ever Had anthem. West had Drake play the coach of a women's basketball team that certainly wasn't lacking in the breast department. In August 2009, Drake dropped Forever, which served as a knighting of sorts with Eminem, Ye, and Lil Wayne, welcoming Drizzy into the rap game. 2010, Kanye produced 2 songs for Drake's debut album, Thank Me Later. Find Your Love served as the lead single for the album, while Show Me a Good Time was another strong cut off the full length. Kanye would later have Drake sing some additional vocals on his star-studded single, All of the Lights, off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. During a time where Drake and Lil Wayne were planning to release a joint album, Drake appears to take a jab at Ye and Jay-Z as they prepared to deliver the Watch the Throne during his 2011 Tim Westwood interview.
You know that we still got to do that album.
Yes, you still got to do that
Some
album.
other guys are coming out with the album too. There's 2 other guys that are coming out
Okay.
together. 2 other rappers that are coming out with an album together. I don't know where they got that idea, but
I'm very slow. Could you just break it down a bit simpler for me, please?
I caught wind of it through the grapevine. It's like some other album coming out with 2 guys that are rapping on.
Can anybody help me around the store, please? Oh, those 2.
So we'll see how that
You mean
goes.
the older guys?
Oh, I didn't say that.
I did.
They look young to me in their movements and whatnot.
Yes.
They tried to strike my YouTube account. They tried to take my account away. But nobody can cancel the chat. Nobody. Now run me 200 likes on this video, or y'all ain't getting this next video for like 2 months. Run me up 200 likes. Let's get it. So as I told you earlier, Pharrell had that beef with Birdman that escalated to Lil Wayne. But it seemed like at first, Drake was cool with everybody. Cause like he mentioned, he was a big fan of Clips.
Clips, Lord willing. I used to just burn that record down.
My God.
I love that record.
But one name he didn't mention though was Pharrell, which didn't he say?
I made this table. Got Barry White, Frank Sinatra, Notorious B.I.G. Everybody around this table has basically inspired me to get into music, particularly Pharrell. He's like one of my idols,
So yeah, you could say that was a little weird. And then especially when Kanye had walked into his Peter Rosenberg interview.
Normally I would be mad about someone interrupting my interview, but it's Kanye. Peter Rosenberg, man. How are you? You know, before I let you go, a couple of your favorite hip-hop albums, like all time, like classic shit.
Kanye, Graduation.
Is Graduation your favorite, Joe?
Huh?
Is Graduation your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a late registration.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a late registration, then Graduation.
Graduation, man.
What?
And it's clear to me that Drake definitely looked up to Kanye before he got to fame, but it seems like whenever he became famous and he actually met Kanye in person, he just wasn't as impressed as he thought he would be, I guess. And then whenever you hear him talk about Kanye and Jay in this interview with Tim Westwood,
we still got to do that album.
Yes, you still got to do that
Some
album.
other guys are coming out with the album too. There's 2 other guys that are coming out with it together. 2 other rappers that are coming out with an album together. I don't know where they got that idea, but
Oh, those 2.
So we'll see how that
You mean
goes.
the older guys?
Oh, I didn't say that.
I did.
They look young to me in their movements and whatnot.
Yes.
But with all these talks about Drake and how he's using the culture and he's not really a part of black culture and all these remarks, I feel like really come around full circle.
Your God, is that all important?
I'm not too much of a religious person. I mean, you know, I'm Jewish, you know, so I don't really.
Drake. Now, over the weekend, he was out in London. He was doing a radio interview with the homie Tim Westwood, and they were talking about some of the things that bothered him. And he mentioned Power 105.1.
For those kids to have that moment, walk away from school that day feeling on a high, and then get in the car the next morning, turn on like Power 105, and hear some nerd telling them that I'm gay, or they have pictures of me, or that to me is like, why, man? Like, for what? You know, why are you using your job to tear me down? Like, you're a real fucking loser, you know? Sorry.
Listen, I never called Drake gay. I said that he displays suspect behavior.
Did you call him a light-skinned girl?
No, I called him a pretty albino girl. It's a difference.
You definitely called him Princess Boy.
I called him Princess Boy. I said he looks like a thumb with eyebrows.
Yes.
Yes, but I never called him gay. But he does display suspect behavior. Like, for example, when he said this about Lil Wayne.
Wayne is my favorite person though, because it's just, Lil Wayne's just too good.
You gotta give Wayne the love.
It's just too good.
What about when Trey Songz was here and we asked Trey about the comments Drake made towards him? Let's hear this one.
Why does Drake say you're his favorite person?
Where did he say that at?
Trey makes me laugh. The person I laugh the most that anybody could say around me, like whenever I'm laughing out loud, is chances are I'm probably talking to Trey Songz. That's probably my phone moments. It just sounds all types of wrong.
So when Trey says it sounds wrong, it's cool. But when I say it sounds wrong, I'm hating on him, huh?
Because he did call you a nerd and a loser.
That is what insulted. How you gonna call me a nerd, Drake? That's like the pot calling the kettle black. Nerd?
See, my problem with this is, see, Drake never said he's a tough guy. He didn't say he shoots guns. He didn't say he sell crack. He didn't say he's gangster. He just likes to make records. He was in the wheelchair.
And I respect and appreciate that. That's all the more reason. If I say you look like a thumb with eyebrows, why should you be offended by that?
Well, that's not a nice description of a person.
Who cares?
He might have got teased about his eyebrows all through school.
You went at Drake pretty hard, and Drake actually responded.
Absolutely.
Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, listen, I think Drake can rap. You know what I'm saying? I think he can rap. He's a dope rapper. And I just think personally he's a corny guy. Like, he's just a corny dude. In that new Headlines video, he looks extra corny. It's like, Drake, why are you thugging now? Why are you dressed all in black? Why you got on black gloves? Why you got a whole bunch of dudes around you dressed in black? And he has the most non-threatening looking goons I've ever seen in my life. Like seriously, like they look like a flash mob that's about to run up in H&M and take everything. Like none of them look like a threat. And then he's singing in Headlines about catching bodies. You're gonna make me catch a body like that? You're gonna make somebody around me catch a body like that? And you know, don't do it, because when he go to jail, we all go through it. And you know, Drizzy gonna pay it. What do you mean pay? What, you gonna pay the bail? You gonna pay for the hit? Like, that's not you, Drake.
I do not make YouTube videos. I make movies. No Tubi. Well, probably Tubi, yeah.
You an actor. This shit real life, boy. I'm not just a rapper, nigga. I've been slanging. While you was throwing footballs, I was out here catching Franklins, nigga. Where's the action? I'm trying to catch a play and I ain't talking about Madden, nigga. 6th Street, that's my homies. We been getting active, been bailing out my brodies. Talking shit on the net like a nigga ain't gon' find where you at. I'm just saying it's a small world. This ain't coming from the streets, this is coming from a nigga like me who come from a small world.